Hello everybody and welcome to another one of IRONSHIELD Financial Planning's Fly on the Wall webinars. My name is Scott Plaskett and I'm a certified financial planner and the senior financial planner and CEO of the fee-based financial planning firm IRONSHIELD Financial Planning. If this is your first time tuning into a Fly on the Wall recording, let me quickly explain to you what this is. You're going to experience what it's like to be a fly on the wall during one of my update calls with a member of our Top Guns network. This network is my personal network of specialists. Every so often I ask a member of my network to touch base with me to bring me up to speed on the latest happenings in their area. And when they call me, I record the call so you can be a fly on the wall for that call. In today's episode, I have an update call with Charles Wilton, a portfolio manager at Raymond James Limited, a Canadian subsidiary of Raymond James Financial. Raymond James is one of the most respected investment management firms in North America. I love speaking directly to portfolio managers about their process. Process is so important to investing, and when I can get a portfolio manager to explain their process in plain English, we all benefit from this wisdom. Now, here's the call. Okay, Charles, thank you for taking the time today just to go through really just an update on some changes that have taken place in the portfolio. I've noticed that Goldman Sachs is now no longer in the portfolio, so that was recently sold, and another company, CBI, has taken its place, which we can talk about on a separate video. But yeah, I just thought it would be an opportunity to just have a bit of a chat about Goldman, why it was you decided now was the right time to move on or part ways with the holding, and just gain some insight into that. So I'll just pass it over to you, and you can have a little bit of chat with me about Goldman.
Okay, Scott, thanks. Well, we bought Goldman. Because of the financial crisis, I had 4 or 5 banks because they were so low, and we've held on to it. And I found another company, Chicago Bridge, that is an extremely attractive company. So when I find something that is upgraded or a lot more attractive, I go through and I look at the 20 companies that we have. And I decided to sell Goldman to replace it with something that was much more attractive for a few reasons. One is that, and it doesn't mean that Goldman's a bad company, it just means that we sell because of a change in the company, or because we made a mistake, or because there's a material change going on in the company. And there are things going on with Goldman Sachs now that weren't before. So the first reason I sold Goldman was because of opportunity cost to allow something much more attractive to go in. The other thing is that because of the financial crisis, Goldman Sachs has become a bank, and 68% of their revenue comes from trading their accounts, the capital trading accounts. And because they are now a bank, they have very high increased capital restrictions on what they're able to do, and they're not allowed to trade the bank money for their own account. So that puts a big headwind into Goldman Sachs. The other aspect is they're being sued by a mortgage company because of facilitation that they had. And it's come back to rear its ugly head, and it looks like there could be cost between $100 and $200 million on that lawsuit alone. So, although Goldman Sachs is not going under and it's still a good business, the company that I'm buying is much more attractive from a high grade point of view. So that's basically why I sold it.
So it's kind of interesting. So what you're saying is that the kind of the metrics and the key metrics that you initially take a look at are, still saying that it's a pretty good company, but because of sort of the clouds on the horizon that you're just aware of now, it's kind of just saying, you know what, if all things being equal, there's a better opportunity out there, and so it's not that. It's just a matter of moving to the best opportunity you can. So you've always got the best of breed within the portfolio. Plus, it sounds like
Yes, right. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to allocate capital. So I'm looking everywhere where I can deploy capital. So I'm looking for opportunities, and the more attractive the opportunity, of course, we like to keep moving up the grid. So when we find something that is very, very attractive, then we're willing to make the move. Although if we found something that wasn't all that attractive, doesn't mean that I would sell for that. So there has to be a particular reason.
Right. And it doesn't hurt to you're kind of diversifying a little bit within the portfolio out of the financial sector or the concentration that was in or previously in the financial sector, just because it was such an opportunistic time after the financial crisis to take advantage of some of the best financial companies that were out there. It seems that what you did with Citi as well, and you sold it a while back. It just makes sense to kind of reduce some of that concentration risk that's there.
That's correct. And Goldman Sachs, because they're a bank now, are not operating on the same scale as they were a year or two ago.
Right. Okay, super. Great. Well, that's super, Charles. Well, then, that explains everything to me for Goldman. So why don't we then move on? And in the next video, we can have a chat about CBI and what makes it such a great company or a great investment to be making today. Thank you for listening to today's call. If you require further information or have a question relating to today's call, please go to the comments section in the show notes below. Ask your question or make your comment and we'll respond directly online. If you would like to take advantage of a free, no-obligation appointment, please call me at 416-626-6515. Or you can visit us on YouTube by checking out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/IronShieldCFP. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/IronShieldCFP. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/IronShieldCFP. Or you can connect with me on LinkedIn.